Hi everybody, it's Denise with Divine Soul Astrology, and today we're going to talk about the transit of Venus in Taurus. Yeah, so Venus entered Taurus on Monday, about 2 days ago, right? A little bit late, never too late though, right? And so Venus is going to be in Taurus for 3 weeks. It's going to be here until the 23rd of May. And Venus is the ruling planet of Taurus. So, this is really great. It's really comfortable. It's very productive. It's very sensual. It can be very resourceful. Venus is about money. It's about belief systems and values. This is why money and the belief systems come together. It's also about art and creating. It's about food and agriculture, exercise, sensuality. It can be about lovemaking. It can be about anything that is earthly. And it's really about pleasures. That's really what Venus is about. So during this month, many of us are going to be, just taking better care of ourselves. Maybe not working too hard, right? Maybe not, which is, what I've been feeling kind of. But maybe not working too hard and just kind of maybe treating ourselves to massages, nice dinners, things like that. I know those are very Venusian things, yeah. So Venus moved out of Aries, and so in Taurus, it is at home, as I said. So this is, it's a slower energy. Taurus is a slower energy. It's more stable. It's more patient. It's slower. While Aries was, much rushing or impulsive, dynamic, passionate, fiery, things like that. But it's really comfortable in Taurus. And so it makes it more powerful, the energy, when a planet is in its own sign. Yeah. And so Venus is the second planet from the sun, and this represents love, as I said, creativity, luxury as well, all the good things in life, food and sensuality as well. It also represents our self-esteem, because we're talking about our values, yes, right? And Venus governs our relationship to anything that we value and anything beautiful, anything that is of comfort as well. It also represents how we romance and the style of romancing. Everybody has their own style of doing that, right? And so for people born under Taurus and Libra, this is going to be an especially important transit. However, always depending, on your natal chart. Your own personal chart is going to be, it's going to really affect this. So these are general horoscopes. And this is going to be a time of embodiment, caring for ourselves, because Venus in Taurus is about self-love. It's about caring for ourselves. It's about self-intimacy. Yeah, we're going to be nurturing ourselves a little bit more this month. And excuse me, you guys, geez. Venus also focuses on health. That's really important because of the self-care aspect and the physical aspect. And also, this can be reminding ourselves too about our beliefs, but how we treat other people. And that's what Venus will be doing. Basically, reminding us that self-care is important, but really how we treat ourselves is typically how we treat others or how we behave in relationships. Yeah, because this is going to be about value. And so this is going to be a period where we want to experience more pleasure in our lives, treat ourselves to the good things in life. As I mentioned, a meal out, go to the movies, maybe, go for a day on the lake, things like that. And Mars will also enter Aries the next day, interesting, which was yesterday on the 30th, where it will be at home as well. Mars is the ruling planet of Aries. And so Scorpio will be affected too, because Mars is the co-ruler planet for Scorpio. But this is going to be interesting because both Venus and Mars are concerned with relationships. Yeah, they are. And both planets will invite us to balance or understand how we balance the feminine and the masculine energy, or the masculine aspects, with ourselves and within relationships. And Venus in Taurus will be significant for anybody with a fixed sign, which is going to be Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Those born with Venus in Taurus are going to experience a Venus return. That's really interesting. I feel like it is. And this could be a time to reconnect with your bodies and your sensuality. Money and abundance in general can improve during this time, enhancing the stability and groundedness of Venus. Yeah, those of you who are visualizing money, earning it, seeing it, receiving it, making it, right? Exactly. Will have a better chance to manifest more abundance and or manifest those opportunities regarding money. Yeah, there's going to be a strong worldwide romantic vibe this month, and for the romantic times, that'll be our types. That'll be very favorable, I would say. Venus is also about sharing gifts and being open to life's pleasures. It's going to be a time for slowing down, as I mentioned, and tuning into what makes us feel good, tuning into really what we value, tuning into enjoying your body, enjoying yourself, enjoying earthly pleasures. And at this time, we're going to want to also take time to smell the roses, but with regard to our relationships, we're going to be choosing people or kind of focusing on what we have in common with those people, what we have, like what values we share. And if we are choosing new relationships, we're going to be choosing them with people who are more aligned with our values at this time, possibly with people, who value us as well, because that's going to be a theme. So making time this month for the physical aspects of Venus is going to be really important. So if you are in a relationship or you are coming into one, it's, could be a good time to really discuss those physical aspects, like children, or or your home, or family plans and things like that, making money, all the physical aspects. It could be a good time to really discuss those with your partner. We have to be careful not to be stubborn during this time, you guys, because Taurus can be stubborn, and this is the energy of Taurus. There's going to be a strong need to be touched or touched. Yeah, massage therapists could be making more money this month. They might, right? For people who are single, right? Hey, why not? And some of us may want to get out in nature more and exercise as well. Yeah. So on May 1st, which is today, you guys, Venus is squaring Pluto. And as I said, they're both kind of, Venus is, associated with relationships, guys, and so is Pluto, because it rules Scorpio, and this is about intimate relationships. So many of us are going to feel a strong need with this Venus aspect with Pluto, a strong need for intensity or for passion, yeah. And if you're feeling this is lacking in your life, you may be feeling definitely unsatisfied with whatever part of your life you're feeling that about. And the challenging side of this energy is power struggles. So try not to go there, right? And manipulation dynamics within relationships. Watch out for that, you guys. And this can highlight the understanding of how we experience our relationships, how we behave in them, how we drive them. And we may be able to kind of combat or just avoid any jealousy or manipulative tendencies, or give up any need for control. Yeah, that's not going to work during this time, because this is about value, and Taurus is about abundance and physical pleasures. So try to avoid that, you guys. And we may be able to see what is behind that or what is hidden about that, allowing us to evolve and letting go of any fear or loss or anything related to betrayal. Yeah. So now we have Venus forming a favorable aspect to Saturn in Pisces on May 13th. And so we call this a sextile. This is an opportunity typically, and this indicates a desire to consolidate bonds and connections that feel in alignment with our values. And that's what I was saying. We're going to be wanting to connect with people who are aligned with our values, who maybe believe in the same things, or what's important to those people will be important, or what's important to us should be important between the two of you. Yeah, the Venus-Saturn sextile reflects a tendency to think for the long term, exactly, both in terms of relationships and financially. So when we think about Venus energy, we do think about stability, because Taurus is about stability. It's about slower energy, something physical, something that can last. The physical, it lasts typically. And so you might want to invest your time, your money, and energy into truly what matters this month. This helps us avoid becoming short-sighted about the future and what's important to us. So on May 23rd, we have Venus is forming another a sextile here. It is to Neptune in to Neptune in Pisces, and this is a very creative and spiritual energy coming together. This is sexy and intuitive. That's how I see that, and this is huge. And Venus brings this creative and abundant flair to Neptune, the planet of compassion and intuition. But they're both about kind of sensuality, because Pisces is really, Pisces loves, like, Pisces always wants to kind of unite with a partner. Pisces is about compassion. It is about love. It's also about just kind of aligning with what you might call a soulmate. But Pisces is very compassionate. It's a sign of service, and they're super intuitive, and they're very sensitive. And so when we see Venus as well, although Venus is not, it's not super sensitive, but it is sensual. So we bring these two energies together, which is a great energy. So Venus brings its creative, abundant flair to Neptune, the planet of compassion and intuition. And some of us may get pregnant during this time, right? It won't be me, you guys. No, it won't. And this could be seen as kind of a divine marriage or romance. How I see Neptune sextiling Pisces. Venus sextiling Neptune in Pisces. And some of us can feel that we found our true soulmate, which is kind of, I think that's really cool. And we may feel that we are with our true soul partners at the same time in our higher selves. And there's a patient, grounded feeling to this, blended with an out-of-this-world cosmic vibe, which I find, because Pisces is very ethereal. And we're going to feel more creative, artistic, with spiritual aspects helping us to create more productively and tangibly with Venus, definitely. So let's talk about the 12 signs, and I hope you guys can still see me. I know there's a little glare on me here. The time of day that I guess I choose to do these is maybe not the best, but next time we're learning here, right? We definitely are. And the 12 signs and how the Venus entering, Taurus is going to affect all of you. So for Aries, this is happening in your second house, and Taurus rules the second house. So this is, this is really very Venusian. This is really, earthly and sensual. It definitely can be. So you could be slowing down, Aries, with regard to romance or how you approach your relationships. You may want to enjoy life more and take your time. You might want to be in relationships now with people who share your values. You definitely could. And you may want to enjoy life more and take your time. I feel like I said that. There's a lot of astrological activity in your first house, Aries, and highlighting you and how you assert yourself. So your first house, the first house is about you. You do represent the first house. So this is, during this three-week transit, you're going to be paying attention to yourself, and maybe self-care, definitely, like what you want, what's really important for you. And anybody you run into, I feel like they're going to have to really align with you, or maybe with what you want, and all that, what you believe, what you want. And so Mars is your ruling planet, enters your sign Aries April 30th. It's already entered your sign, and this is helping you to be more assertive in love. This is already part of your personality, Aries. You guys are assertive in love. You're a cardinal sign. I feel like unless you have something very kind of, maybe challenging that in your chart, but for the most part, Aries is very assertive with regard to any subject, right? It's a cardinal sign. It's the first cardinal sign, making it even more kind of easy, or just easier to approach or to take on whatever it is, or go after whatever it is that they want. So, but this could be a little bit more intense during this transit. You might be more assertive in love. You may be moving towards something that seemed fated, because the North Node is there as well, in Aries, in your sign Aries, or something you have been already working on intentionally. The North Node is what we are working toward, basically. It can also be fated, definitely, but usually as we get older, we are, we're always closer to the North Node and further from what we are leaving behind, or what we don't want anymore, or what we have learned from. Yeah, definitely, which is the South Node, the opposite sign. Yeah, and so whatever you're moving toward, or whatever you feel like you are moving toward, it's definitely in alignment with what you want, or who you feel you really are, who you really identify with, or your own self-identity is really important. And this could be a time of good luck for you with Jupiter in your second house and Uranus there as well. This could be a time of change, and you may feel more determined and excited with creative projects and earning money. There's an aspect between Mars and Pluto that can make you definitely feel more powerful, Aries. And your voice may be changing, right? You may be singing or doing anything creative, working in the garden, cooking. These are all very Venusian things. This is all second house. Relationships can be highlighted. This is really good for you, Aries, and good luck, and we will definitely see you in the next video. So I hope it doesn't get dark while I'm standing here, because I really don't want to move this, right? No, I don't. Okay, so for you, Taurus, this is happening in your first house of the self. So, of course, this is big for you. The sun is in your sign right now, and so is Venus. So this is huge, right? And just because Venus rules your planet, Venus is not always in your sign. No, it will move on and be in Gemini after the 23rd. So let's see what we have here for you guys. And so for you, Taurus, this is going to be Venus all the way, right? This is going to be second house, all about your physical life, your values, and you're really focusing on that. You could really be taking care of yourself. You might be, maybe you are kind of working with, beauty products. You could be doing that. Taurus is also about beauty products, anything that is related to sensuality and health. I like to say health too, because the second house, although Virgo is also about health, the second house is like what sustains you. These are your beliefs and your money and your resources and your food. So I like to say that health is part of that as well. And so you might be really reflecting on your self-care, Taurus, working on creative projects, focusing on your income or money. And you could be starting something new. That's very first house energy. You may be treating yourself to nice dinners. Maybe you're cooking more. Maybe you're having your boyfriend cook for you, or your girlfriend, or whoever. And there may be something you're really tending to regarding your self-image because of this first house placement, your appearance or your identity. You have what's called a trine with your sister sign Virgo, actually with Lilith, the black moon. And there may have been some shadow work that you have done just recently in order to improve something about yourself, or maybe some change that you want to make. Uranus is there in your first house to assist you with this change. And this is highlighting stability for you. Yes, it is, Taurus, because it's in another earth sign, the black moon, Lilith. And your home life, whatever that means to you, could feel really good right now. Jupiter also is in your sign, trining the moon, helping you to feel more self-confident about success and expansion and personal growth. It's really good for you, Taurus, as Jupiter is supporting you there with your innovation, and Uranus with your innovation as well. Your love life could definitely be improving, Taurus, this month, and your money. And overall, Taurus, it's going to be great for you because your ruling planet is helping you out, definitely. So let's go to the next sign, and we have Gemini. And so for Gemini, your 12th house of secrets, intuition, endings, and beginnings, and compassion is being highlighted. Your planet Mercury is direct now. I believe it's direct. I think it is. I feel like it is. I hope it's not. It's either direct or it's going direct on the 13th. And I feel like it came out on the 29th of April. I'm just having a brain fart here, you guys. But yeah, your planet is direct. I'm going to go with that. And anything you may have had on hold, or you were rethinking, Gemini, or recalculating, reevaluating, or maybe just, kind of putting it down and, having a look every once in a while. Maybe you have figured that out now that Mercury, your ruling planet, is direct. It's not, it's not retrograde anymore. And this could be a very creative, artistic month for you, Gemini. It could be. There may be something you're understanding, something that seems clear to you now, as I said, now that your planet is direct. And the 12th house can indicate blurry boundaries. This is interesting, or situations that require clarity. So I feel like there probably was something, but there may be a new job where you're working in a hospital or some type of institution, and you might be letting go of something, Gemini, or ending something with this placement. Your intuition could be really high this month, as the 12th house is about that. And good luck, Gemini, and we will see you in the next video. And so for Cancer, we're talking about the 11th house of social causes. And so hopes and wishes and friendships. We also call this the house of gains, personal gains. So the 11th house is also associated with humanitarianism, yes, and social causes, as I said. But for you, Cancer, the moon, your planet, is in harmony with Jupiter in Taurus at this time. Your confidence could be really boosted during this time, during this transit, during the month of May, feeling really good about your personal growth or anything you have had your eye on in the way of personal growth or expansion, success and expansion. You could be feeling much more at ease or just kind of in tune with self-care at this time, could be really flowing with that. And whatever nurtures your senses, Taurus, Cancer, I beg your pardon, your 10th house of career is highlighted too in Pisces, in another water sign. There's some type of vulnerability or something that you may notice that needed your attention surrounding yourself, possibly with regard to your career, that you're kind of nipped it in the bud, or you're kind of like, you have that all figured out. And it could have been something that maybe you kind of felt maybe it was bothering you or just kind of keeping you like from, being at the top of your game. But I feel like that's been licked now. Yeah, for sure. And this could have been maybe the way you see yourself. You see yourself in the world, and maybe the way you earn your money, or just with the work that you do in case you don't work, right? For some of those people who are lucky enough not to work, right? Yeah. But it's all in your favor, Cancer. Yeah, it's really good for you guys. So we'll see you in the next video. And for Leo, your 10th house of career, social status, and ambition is being highlighted. So the 10th house is ruled, it's a Saturn house. That is the ruling planet. It's ruled by Capricorn. So this is, once again, I was kind of talking about that for Cancer, but because it is also in their house, one of their houses, the transit is affecting them. But this is about your career, as I said, and it could be about, the work that you do in case you don't work. It could be about like kind of your reputation or your social status, definitely. And some of you may be moving into jobs or improving your social status, earning more money, definitely. The 10th house is associated with Taurus because it's another earth sign, right? And so this is about your stability, your career. It could be related to your mother, your father, or the past, definitely. And how you're being seen in the world and the way you make your money and what sustains you will be really important during this month. It will be, Leo. And so you may be expanding or being promoted at work and dealing with bosses or leaders. Maybe you're becoming a leader, or, Leos are leaders by, the sun is the ruling planet. And so they are by nature leaders, but maybe you are, being promoted at work and you're becoming a boss. And your 8th house, your 8th and 9th houses are also highlighted here. So there could be something very spiritual going on for you. You might be traveling, higher education. You might be taking classes or signing up, some type of education for you, maybe workshops. It's going to depend. You may be feeling adventurous as well with this 9th house placement. And you might be blending career with something artistic or creative, because Leo, you're already creative. You definitely are. And it looks good for you, Leo, and we'll see you in the next video. So now we're going to go into Virgo. And Virgo, this is happening in your 9th house of philosophy, spirituality, higher education, and travel. Okay, so it's going to be affecting you in your 8th and your 7th houses as well. But let's talk about where the Venus transit is, and that is in your 9th house. So this is a good transit for you, Virgo, because it's happening in a fellow earth sign energy. It is. And Jupiter is in your 9th house. Jupiter is at home here, of course, because it is the ruler of the 9th house, working with Uranus to support this. Yeah, this is innovative, expansive, and it's happening in this in another earth sign. So it's happening in a very stable place. Yeah, this is really good. It is. And some of you may have gone through, or you're going through, a spiritual awakening. You may be, possibly too. It could also be about somebody special to you. It could be about, of course, a lover, or somebody, maybe somebody from your past, possibly, because the 8th house is also highlighted here for you. And your beliefs about love might be changing. That could be happening too. You may value different things in a lover now. Possibly you could Expansion and growth are definitely a theme this month, and some of you could be teaching or going back to school or thinking about doing that in the next few months. And there could be something very adventurous in love right now, which sounds really fun to me, Virgo. It does. Maybe with somebody you feel like you could really grow with, or somebody who is aligned with your values, definitely. Mercury, your ruling planet, is direct now, and things may seem clearer or easier to you at this time. Mercury, is also joining forces with Chiron. This is your co-ruler. It is. This is my belief and a lot of other astrologers. Chiron is about health. It's the wounded healer. It's also about self-reflection, and I feel like that has to do with health, or understanding, possibly understanding, understanding your body, or understanding any vulnerabilities that you may have. Right, definitely, with the name. Calling itself the wounded healer. So your co-ruler Chiron is helping you heal or improve something that was vulnerable, or maybe a little weakness, something that you might see as a weakness or a vulnerability. Mercury also joins forces with the North Node. Something fated may be happening in your 8th house of intimacy, as I was saying, with relationships, the taboo, or shared finances. Something could be going on there. And the 8th house is also about transformation and ending. So maybe you are dealing with some type of ending in your life, or rebuilding, regeneration, and transformation. That's the flip side of that, of course. Okay, Virgo, however it plays out, I feel like it's going to be good. Yeah. So thanks so much. And let's go on now to Libra. And this is happening in your 8th house, also your 7th and your 6th houses. But your 8th house is the focus here. And the 8th house is the house of intimate relationships, the taboo, shared resources, and transformation. So this is going to be very favorable for you, Libra. I feel like it is, because Venus is also your ruling planet. So this transit, Venus in Taurus, is affecting you big time. And with the South Node also in your sign, you're leaving something behind in order to rebuild or regenerate something, transform some part of your life. Intimate relationships are highlighted, shared resources, as I said, or joint finances. You may be changing the way you see investments or shared resources in some way. You could be coming into an inheritance. You could, which sounds good. Investments, money, inheritances, resources are all highlighted here, shared resources. And something taboo could be coming to the surface as well. Your own creativity, Libra. You guys are creative too. Yes, definitely. Ruled by Venus. And so your own creativity, your artistic expression may be changing. Yeah, Libra is definitely about beauty. And they know how to make their house beautiful. They do. They're often home designers and things like that. Yeah, they are. And so it could be more intense during this transit. Yeah, this kind of whatever's going on for you, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're dealing with, it could definitely be more intense during this transit with this 8th house activity. Definitely. So there's a lot of activity in your 7th house of partnerships too. You rule the 7th house, your 7th house of partnerships, harmony and balance, legal matters too. And you're seeing some part of your life differently, Libra. Your 6th house of work, health, and everyday is spotlighted too. So for some of you, maybe you have changed jobs. You may have a different health regimen going on. Your daily life, your daily schedule, your routine could be changing as well. Okay, Libra, it does look good, and we will see you in the next video. And we're going to go on now to Scorpio, and this is happening in your 7th house of partnerships. So, Scorpio is already about intimate relationships. Definitely it is. It's about intimacy for sure. And the 7th house is about partnerships, and it can be about intimate relationships as well. And this is about commitments, legal matters, and open enemies, Scorpio. So I hope you don't have any open enemies, right? And so it's not me, because I don't know any Scorpios, really. I don't. I mean, do I know any Scorpios? I don't really think I do. It's strange. Like in your family, I was talking to a friend the other day, and he goes, yeah, there's so many Tauruses in my family. And it's the same kind of within many families. There's just kind of a lot of, the same, right? The same signs. But definitely I know people who have Scorpio in their chart, of course, because we all have a little bit of everything in our chart. We do. And so this spotlight may be on relationships, Scorpio, as your own sign is associated with with relationships. Some of you could be dealing with contractual agreements at this time, legal matters. It's interesting, Scorpio can be about legal matters as well. I find that interesting. And some of you are getting married or ending relationships in some type of way. Venus is in discordance with Pluto, your ruling planet. So this is accentuating relationships again. It's kind of it's squaring it though. It's not the best aspect. No, it's a challenging aspect. It is. There may be power struggles. There could be, or a lack of harmony within certain relationships. On a good note, Scorpio, you could emerge, or you could be feeling a lot stronger during the month, during this, because this is going to be powerful for you. Because Pluto is also nicely aspected with Mars, so your co-ruler. Your daily routine is also highlighted here because of sixth house activity. And there's a lot of personal power showing up for you, Scorpio. And I know you guys love that because Scorpio is a powerful sign by nature. Yeah. So good luck, Scorpio, and we'll see you in the next video. And now we're going to go on to Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, this happens in your sixth house of work, health, daily routine, and pets. So Jupiter, your ruling planet, is in Taurus. So this is great, right? This is great. The sun is in Taurus right now, and we're discussing this transit. So this is really good for you, Sagittarius, because your own planet is there as well. And this is in a favorable configuration with Lilith, the black moon. During this month, you may be feeling less concerned about what other people think about you. If you feel like they don't approve of you, or maybe they know things about your private life, you might not. You might care less this month, right? Sagittarians typically don't care too much, but this month it could be even like, oh, who cares, right? Maybe you're not even answering their call for some, right? But yeah, and so you could be working. You could have worked on something too that maybe you felt a little self-conscious about, or something that's kind of maybe a dark, part of your dark side, possibly. But Lilith is about the dark side of our personality, usually what we don't want people to see. But there's a good aspect there. Any personal expansion for you is supported with Venus in Taurus. It may be relationships too. It could be, your money could be improving with work projects, Sagittarius, because of this sixth house. And your money, not only your money, but you might have a new health routine. You could be changing your daily routine in some way. It's all for the betterment, though, because of your own ruling planet being in Taurus and Venus during this transit. It's all favorable. It definitely is. Whatever takes place this month, there is a lot of support. You might want to get a pet now, or you're focusing on your pets. There's some type of theme, importance surrounding your pets. Whatever takes place, this is all good. And your fifth house of self-expression is highlighted, giving you more confidence, possibly in public speaking, with Mercury, the planet of communication and intelligence, there as well. Yeah, something about romance, children, and parents, Sagittarius, or your unique style, of self-expression may be changing. There's a feeling, there's kind of a flowy feeling to this, with kind of that aspect with the black moon. Like, I'm just going to be in my flow. I kind of don't care about any distractions, or about what people might think, or even about something maybe you have done in the past that maybe kind of weighed on you, possibly. And yeah, to continue here, there could be romance definitely improving. Your romance might be improving this month. Some of you may be spending more time with hobbies and recreation. Something can be happening in any of these areas that is more suited for you, or that is part of a sense of destiny, definitely. And good luck, Sagittarius. We'll see you next time. And now for Capricorn, your fifth house of self-expression, recreation, love, parents and children, and leadership is being highlighted. So this transit takes place in a fellow earth sign, Capricorn, so this is favorable for you. The sun is also in Taurus, further supporting anything important to you this month. And the moon is in your sign. This is aspecting the black moon nicely, highlighting some type of harmony with regard to your feelings, or possibly about your private side, the private side of your life that you may not, maybe that you were feeling sensitive about before, but definitely not now. No, not at all. You're feeling quite I would say, intuitive and just kind of really aligned, and really kind of maybe just maybe you have grown, right? You have grown just recently with regard to Lilith, the dark side, possibly. You could have worked on some shadow work. Could be just an understanding or a powerful realization that has put you in a better place here. Your fourth house of home and family, Capricorn, real estate, or where you live is highlighted. Anything that seems sensitive or vulnerable with regard to family or real estate or anything that nurtures you or that sustains you is being healed, or it's being like corrected, it's being overcome. And something may have improved or gotten better in those areas. Anything with family or where you live may be a theme this month. And with your third house activated, Capricorn, you may be writing or learning something new, traveling. You could be public speaking or writing, possibly. And this would be a great month for you, Capricorn. I feel like also you're stepping into your power. There's power for you this month. I feel like there is. And good luck for you guys, Capricorn. And we'll see you in the next video. And so now we're going to go on to Aquarius. And Aquarius, this is happening in your fourth house of emotion, security, family, the mother, real estate, and the public. Yes, the fourth house is also about the masses or the public, anything of the past too. And this is interesting because we have the moon, the ruler of the fourth house, trining your ruling planet in Taurus. Now, what does this mean? Because many of us don't know what those means, but what that means, really, a trine, it's a development. It is supporting any development that you may want to see in your life. It can be a great opportunity for you as well with the trine. And so this is about feeling good about change in the name of progress or growth. This is, and it's a really good feeling for you as well, Aquarius, because it's not too emotional. No, it's not. There's some type of change, although you guys are not overly emotional. Usually, it depends on your placements and your own chart. But there's a feeling here, a feeling like a powerful feeling, rather than like an emotional or a sensitive feeling here. About moving forward, excuse me, and about growth and progress. There's some type of progress that you would like to see happen or that is happening for you. There's another nice aspect with your ruling planet Uranus with Lilith, the black moon, once again allowing you to really not care about what other people think about your private life, or past mistakes maybe you made, or maybe a quality that you're not kind of maybe you're not so proud of, right? We're not all perfect. No, we're not. Not over here for sure. And so you might be sprucing up your past, not your past. You might be sprucing up your home, Capricorn. Aquarius. I beg your pardon. You could be sprucing up your home. You could be moving for some, definitely, with this fourth house placement. And the transit here is asking you to really kind of take good care of yourself, take good care of others this month, definitely. And you may be also speaking up more about what you want. Possibly the third house is activated as well. But definitely use your intuition this month, Aquarius, to help foster more self-love, which is always important. And you might be feeling more creative or artistic this month with Venus in Taurus. So we're going to go on now. Good luck to you guys, Aquarius. We're going to go on now to Pisces. And so Pisces, this is happening in your third house of communication skills, willpower, siblings, extended family, neighborhood, and community. That's a mouthful, right? And short-term travel is highlighted too. And so relationships with siblings can improve this month, Pisces. I actually know a Pisces who's fighting with a sibling. Yeah, I do. And I told that person today, you can make up with that person. Don't worry. And so, right, don't be too worried here. But yeah, you may be traveling in May this month or learning something new. You'll notice, Pisces, that you have more willpower this month. It's a good month for Pisceans. It is. Self-love is definitely highlighted. Your own planet Neptune is in harmony with Pluto, giving you more insight to pick apart ideas, more clarity to pick apart beliefs in order to gain more understanding about your own life. That's a great, I feel like it's going to be a great month for you guys. You may want to regenerate or rebuild something. Your beliefs may be changing about various things, Pisces, about the world at large, about love, of relationships, your personal beliefs. about yourself. And you might want to earn more money differently or more creatively, as you are a creative sign by nature. And also, you're going to have more courage this month. Yeah, not only willpower, but more courage. I think willpower is better, but they're both great, right? Yeah. And so your intuition is definitely highlighted this month with the Neptune-Pluto sextile. And lastly, your first house is highlighted. And once again, this is about you, your identity. There's something changing about you, definitely, Pisces. And with this transit, it's a good change, definitely, because this transit is about self-care for sure. This is bringing you more stability because Saturn is in your own sign, and this is about doing the work and getting things done. Yeah, it's going to be a good month for you guys. So we're going to end this video, and thank you for watching, you guys. And if you would like to get your chart interpreted, please send me an email. Everything is below in the description box. Thanks so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the little bell to be notified of the next video. Thank you so much, you guys.